Hey everyone, David Saad here from Skyjems.ca. Thank you all so much for joining me. I'm going to take a little bit of a departure here. The gems on this turntable, you know I only sell natural gems, no synthetics, no fakes, no imitations, no nothing. These are all synthetic. So the Asher and the cushion here are both synthetic moissanite. The two red gems are synthetic ruby, synthetic corundum that's red, and this big ginormous round stone is a cubic zirconia. Now, each of these gems cost me a couple of bucks. And I wanted to put together this video. I've been meaning to do this video for a while. You know, I don't actually have I don't really have a horse in the race around synthetic diamonds. But anybody who will listen, I will tell them I think synthetic diamonds are basically garbage. I think they're going to be amazing when we start using them as phone screens, as watch faces, you know, smartwatch. How amazing would it be to have a synthetic diamond smartwatch face where, you know, I mean, it's not indestructible, but it's pretty darn hard and tough. That is an amazing use for synthetic diamonds. Another amazing use would be to, you know, make, use it for security glass. And I'm sure there's, you know, a million other amazing uses people could come up with for such an amazing material. However, it does not belong in fine jewelry, right? You want to put, I mean, so, and the reason that I've done this and that I put these in here is a lot of people don't know this. Synthetic ruby and synthetic sapphire has been around for over 100 years now, almost 150 years. One of the first uses was actually growing the synthetic corundum to use in watch parts, because rubies are used, watch parts. And we'll probably actually substitute that with synthetic diamonds. I'd be surprised if there weren't a couple of watchmakers already doing that. Now, these synthetic rubies, when they first came out 150 years ago, were astronomically expensive. And you will see platinum jewelry from a lot of it from the early 1900s, over 100 years old, that has synthetic ruby and synthetic sapphire in it. One of the most common things that anybody who's like in the business sees all the time is, oh, I have my great grandmother's ring, and, you know, it's from 1908 and it was made in Paris and it must be a natural sapphire or it must be a natural ruby. 99% of those are synthetics. So going back to this, at that time, they were setting diamonds, right? So you'll see pieces that have like 1.5 carats of diamonds in them and, you know, are incredibly well made, and they have a synthetic sapphire in them. The reason is they were popular at the time, and, you know, they still use them today. I mean, I don't know the exact numbers, but I could pretty much guarantee there's a heck of a lot more synthetic ruby produced every year than there is natural ruby mined. But these are worth, I mean, a couple of bucks. Like, they really have no value. There's no way they're going to hold their value. Synthetics will go down in price month after month, year after year. I have people, because I'm in the jewelry business, I'll have people contact me to sell their synthetic diamonds. They will send me an email and say, oh, this is our whole list. Tell us all the gems you want, all the synthetic diamonds you want. We will send them all to you, and you only have to pay for what you sell. Anything you don't sell, send it back, no problem, this and that. And that says to me that even the people who own them and are growing them and are marketing them don't see any value in them, because there's no emerald dealer in the world that will call up people they don't even know and say, I'll send you as much as you want. Don't worry about paying for them. I mean, it means they don't see a value in it either. I've made a little pile for you of the gems. Or, I mean, they're not gems, they're synthetics, they're fakes. And yeah, they, you know, this is how I bought them. I've actually given away quite a number of these because they're just, I mean, they're kind of neat to have. I think they're 20 or 22 millimeter or something like that. Right? They're neat to have, right? Just don't pay real money for them, right? Like, this is neat to have. I mean, you know, for a couple of bucks, I don't regret buying it for like $2, but it's just not, you know, I mean, it doesn't belong in fine jewelry. It simply doesn't. Same thing with these moissanites, right? Moissanite, if you don't know, these moissanites cost me, I think, like less than $3 US each. And like all of these together were about $200 US. And, you know, I bought them just to make this video. But these moissanites, especially this, you know, these size, I think these are like 12 millimeters, so they're 10 karat plus stones. These were selling, you know, years ago for, I think they were 20 grand-ish, you know, for like, I don't even know if you could get 20 karat or 10 karat moissanites at the time. They were expensive when they, you know, when they first came out. They were thousands and thousands of dollars. And people would actually call up and say, you know, could I get a moissanite? You know, I want to buy a moissanite ring, or do you carry moissanite? And I always had to ask, you know, like, do you mean like synthetic moissanite? Like you want to buy synthetic moissanite? And I remember at the time looking into it, like I said, thousands of dollars per carat. I never actually bought a single stone of moissanite before, just super recently. Like these stones here to make this video. I don't like synthetics. I don't do synthetics. You know, I don't believe that synthetics and man-made and imitation gems have any place in fine jewelry. And I mean, you'll simply, I don't think that you could possibly, you know, change my mind about that. And I mean, this kind of, you know, this is to kind of illustrate my point about the fact that they have no real value, you know, especially over the long term. Right? These moissanites that were thousands of dollars per carat, you know, and these rubies that were, I mean, they weren't thousands of dollars per carat because it was 100 years ago, but they were expensive, and they were, you know, they would have consisted of a good chunk of the cost of those rings that, you know, that we see today with, like I said, 1.5 carats of diamonds in them. And, you know, they have synthetics. So where, in my experience, the only way that the price of gemstones goes, you know, with a couple of like dips and exceptions and whatever, gem prices go up, and synthetic fake gem prices go down. That's the only way synthetic prices go, is down. They have no real value. I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of heck for this, but I don't really care. Basically, synthetics are garbage. I've said the same thing. I mean, when people call me up and say, we'll send you whatever you want, you know, I mean, my answer is always, right? People call me up, oh, hi, I'm from blah, 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 diamond manufacturing, you know, diamond growers, or I'm from the Lab Diamond Corporation, or blah, blah, blah. We'll send you as much as you want. And I always say the same thing, you know, no, it's garbage to me. It's garbage. Like, I do not want it. One guy said, oh, like, you don't like making money. You know, some people want it. Don't you want to like make money off of those customers? And the answer is kind of no, I don't. You know, and I said to the guy, I said, look, you know, he's like, oh, you don't even have any risk, or this or that. I just send you everything. You know, you said, you know, sell what you sell. Don't worry. And I said, yeah, but those customers aren't really going to come back. And in 5 years, what can they say, right? They're going to, oh, I want to upgrade this moissanite from 2 carats to 3, or not moissanite, this synthetic diamond from 2 carats to 3 carats, and I want to buy a natural stone. Well, I can't trade it in, right? I can't say, okay, I'll take a trade in, because, you know, in 5 years from now, that synthetic diamond that they paid 10 grand for is going to be worth $5. So, you know, absolutely, you know, I will always say synthetics, you know, have no place in jewelry. I think that, you know, in industrial applications, they're amazing. I think that humans are just brilliant for coming up with these. As far as a material goes, like I said, I can't wait till I have a phone screen that's a synthetic diamond phone screen. And finally, I'm like, hey, look, I've had my phone for 3 years and I didn't crack the glass, because I know I'm not the only one, right? So anyway, thanks for joining me. Thanks for taking a minute and listening to me rant and rave about how much I hate synthetic gems. Thanks so much for watching. Have yourself a great day. And don't forget to tell your friends about Skyjems.ca. Bye for now.